Kit. Everybody wants to sit with Kit. Sit with Kit. Sit with Kit. Everybody wants to sit with Kit. Yeah.
I might make up the answers, but
That's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
There's no test at the end.
right.
Let me know when you're ready, Tim. Hello, everyone. It's Kit Carson, the Earl of Pizza, sitting here in front of Angelina's Pizza, beautiful downtown Key West, Florida. And as you know, I sit here every night and I talk to the rock stars, the heroes, and the gods. That's what I do all night long. Tonight is no exception. I have a very good old friend of mine. I'm going to ask him to look at the camera and tell everybody your name and where you're from.
I'm Ricky Action Jackson.
Ricky Action Jackson.
I was born and raised in Key West.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty Ricky's what they call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And where did you get the name Ricky Action Jackson?
Well, no, they used to do a thing around town where they had boxing matches
Yep.
on Duval Street
Yep.
at different clubs around town.
Yeah.
You know, Rick's, the Epic that doesn't exist anymore, and things like that. And I made the Bubba boxing circuit for about a couple years, and you know that was my fight name,
Yeah.
Ricky Action Jackson. Yep.
You did
It was
that.
mostly action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did that for a long time.
Yeah.
When was the last time you did a fight?
Personally, we're actually through blows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at the corner of Caroline and
Random
Eden.
Saturday night, Caroline and Eden.
Some guy on a bicycle. He had a problem.
You
know.
had a problem.
Yeah, that was it.
Didn't have a problem very
Yeah.
long, though, did he?
Right. That's when it happened. But I mean, mostly I've been a trainer. I trained
That's
fighters.
what you do. And
Yeah.
I've done
Right.
almost since I've known you. You've
Yeah.
always been the corner guy.
That's my dream job. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Training and working.
Right.
So is it still thriving in this town? I know that sport goes up and down,
Right.
in and out of favor. I know Hemingway made it real popular.
Back in the day when Hemingway was out doing it and all that, I like to think that I'm kind of carrying the torch for those days.
Right. So let me ask you a question.
Right.
Did you ever know a guy named Shine?
Absolutely.
Oh, there we go. Tell me about Shine.
All right. I have a good story about Shine.
All right.
I was in my second fight ever in my life.
Yeah.
I was like 19 years old. And Shine was the referee
Oh, okay.
in the ring,
All right.
And we're going along, and it's a really close fight. We're going at it. I mean, it's tit for tat. Anything could happen. And we're in the third round, and all of a sudden I hear the crowd going, "Whoa!" And I said, "Wow, something good happened." And then I realized that I was on my back. And I was looking up at the lights above the ring, and I jumped up to my feet as fast as I could, And Shine was the referee,
Yeah.
and he held me down. He said, "Wait, don't get up," and he made me take the full 9 count.
Yeah.
And I continued the fight,
Yeah.
and I got up really pissed, really mad. And I went on to win that fight.
Did you?
Yeah.
But he
yeah.
made you stay there.
Well, my best story about that guy is I realized that, I was not in the ring by myself.
No.
There was somebody in there that would protect me. That
Right.
that's what it was all about. That's
Yep.
It was a sport.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure you were
Right.
okay
Right.
and could continue.
Exactly. And I'll never forget that. And me and him have always been close all those years. I mean, every time I see that guy, we would hug in the street, whatever. Just like me and you do.
I haven't seen him in
He's passed away. He's,
I was wondering about him recently because he used to for those that don't know, obviously,
Right.
this is a story. Is Ernest Hemingway was an amateur boxer,
Right.
And Shine was his sparring partner of sorts.
All that's true. All that's true.
And Shine would always hang out at Sloppy Joe's,
Yeah.
and that's where and how I met Shine.
Right.
You know, and what a great guy. Just
Yeah.
humble,
Yeah, he was one of my and,
fantastic guy.
you know, they had opened up a boxing club
Right.
down right. It's at the corner of Thomas
Yeah.
and Southern Street. They had opened a boxing. That was the old USO building,
Okay.
and they opened up a boxing club there. We that was our gym, and we had shows there and all that many years ago, long time ago,
Yeah.
like 75 years. I don't know, but
What year was that? In what year?
I don't know. I was 19. I'm 65 now.
Somewhere in the 70s.
Yeah, math problems give me headaches.
Yeah.
But
Well, me too.
yeah,
Yeah. So.
but you know, we had fights there, and Shine was one of my first boxing coaches.
What a great guy.
Taught me how to box and all that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So have you ever worked with anybody that ever went on to make it into the bigger circuits? Anybody from Key West?
No, I mean I worked with a lot of with a lot of professional fighters from Key West,
Right.
and you know they did their thing. They were legitimate pros and all that.
Right.
You know, but I got the privilege to go up for like a 2-year period and work up in Miami with Orlando Cuellar, 2004 fighter boxing coach of the year. You know, he coached Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson won the light heavyweight title that year, and he defeated Roy Jones and Antonio Tarver in the same year.
Wow. That's
And he was Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year, and so was his coach. It was Coach of the Year, you know. And I got to work with those guys for 2 years, and we worked with quite a stable during that time.
Yeah, that's some heavyweight there.
No, some of the guys that we worked
big
with
names.
ended up, going on and winning world titles.
Nice.
Rances Bartolome, Nicholas Walters. Those guys won, titles in their in their division,
divisions.
weight division.
But that's quite a stable, as you say. That's,
Right.
That's
Right.
a great accolades.
No. Yeah, Orlando Cuellar, taught me a lot, and taught me the professional side of boxing.
Right.
Yeah.
They do call it the perfect science? Is that what they call it?
The sweet
The
science.
sweet science.
Sweet science.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sweet science.
Yeah.
I always thought that was an interesting thing, but there's a lot more to boxing than meets the eye.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
a lot that goes into it that people don't.
There's a high level of skill.
Yep.
Know.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's something else. All right. Well, pivoting away from that, what else have you done in your life in Key West, Florida, young man?
Yeah. I mean, I've
Lived a dream.
I was born and raised here,
Where were you born at?
Key West.
Where did you? Let me ask this. Where did you grow up? What was your
Key West.
neighborhood? What was your neighborhood? Were you downtown? Were you uptown? Midtown?
I started out over there near where Poinciana Plaza is.
Okay.
There were a lot of low-income apartment buildings there.
That was when it was
Some
still,
of them are still there,
Yeah, that was
over
when it
by
was County
Stadium
Road.
Trailer Park and all that.
Yep.
And that area was called Village Apartments.
Village Apartments.
And my parents owned a laundromat there across the street from there.
Wow.
And
Nickels and dimes.
yeah, I
saw
lived
a
there
lot
till
of
I was
those.
like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And then we moved to LA,
Whoa.
Linda Avenue.
Linda Avenue.
Yeah.
They moved that's uptown.
Right.
I mean, well, that's
Yeah.
high class.
Close to the salt ponds.
Yeah. That's a great little area.
Right.
Great.
And I still live in that house
Do you?
to this day. Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. I live on the other side of the salt pond.
No, we're not far away.
Yeah.
I know where you live.
You do know because you were my full disclosure. You were
I was
my
your pool guy. I know you fired me, but that's cool.
That's true.
You know?
He's not going to teach me how to box. He's going to fire.
Yeah.
I think we got a whole different pool.
And your son, he played baseball with us for a little while, right?
Yeah, for about a week. No, I think he played a season.
No. Yeah, he played a season.
Yeah, he had a hard time adjusting coming from Canada.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't easy for him to adjust to Key West.
Right.
But it's not always for some.
No.
Key West is an interesting town to say the least.
Yeah.
And for kids coming in here, sometimes it can be a little difficult. But I appreciate you taking the time to work with him that year.
Right.
Whether he realized or not, I know that it gave him some good skills.
Yeah.
But he was a wakeboarder and a skateboarder. And still to this day, he loves wakeboarding.
Right.
For a 6'3" kid, he can wakeboard like nobody's business. Which is, most of those guys are 5'5". But anyway.
But I mean, that's the thing you gotta love about Key West, though. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what what you find interesting or what your lifestyle is. It's accepted here. I mean, we all fit together like a glove.
Yeah.
It's just.
Do you think we're losing that some?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. But anytime something shows up in the world that is good, everybody shows up and wants some of it, wants to get a piece of it.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening here right now. I mean,
It's been that way since after the Depression, though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean,
the 70s.
It hasn't. I'm sorry. I mean, it's changed.
Yeah, it has.
But every place in the world has changed, has it not? I mean.
Yes, you're correct. Well, on that same note, a lot of people that I knew in the 80s and 90s will come down here, get a slice of pizza, and they look around and they tell me, wow, this place is not the same. It's not like it used to be. It's different. And I look at them and I go, are you the same?
Right.
Because you're not the same. If you were 25, you'd be back at Dirty Harry's, swilling beer and going to work in the morning.
Right. And it's still probably one of the best places in the world to be. And I won't leave here unless they drag me out of here kicking and screaming. I love it here.
Absolutely.
I grew up here. I raised my kids here. I'm raising my grandkids here.
Yeah, well, I've got a son here now. He moved back after bouncing around between Costa Rica and New York and Tampa Bay area. And his son was born here. His daughter was born in Tampa, but they're living here, and they'll probably be here.
Hopefully for in perpetuity, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, what's new on the agenda for you? You got anything coming up that you want to talk about?
I'm hoping to host a boxing show for my, because I run the Police Athletic League boxing program, and I'm hoping to host a boxing show right over there on Green Street on the side of Sloppy Joe's.
Oh yeah.
July 22nd.
What is that for?
For the Police Athletic League.
Okay.
But we want to do it as part of Hemingway Days.
Okay, that's what I was getting to.
Right.
It'll be part of the Hemingway Days.
We're hoping.
That'd be cool. Our TV producer Tim.
Right.
Our editor Randy, he works with the Athletic League, doesn't he? Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know a guy named Randy? Shorter guy.
I know a couple guys named Randy.
Yeah,
Okay.
One of our editors that works for us is big into MMA. And
Okay.
I think he hangs out at the Police Athletic League.
Well, then we know each other then.
Yeah, you know him.
Because I coach there quite a bit.
He's a park ranger.
I'm there 4 or 5 days a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His day job is he's a park ranger.
Okay.
You'll probably run into him now that we talked about him.
Right.
You'll see him now. But that's the way QS is.
Yep.
It's amazing. You can live 3 blocks away and I won't see you for 3 years. then also there you are.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the beauty of QS too.
Yep.
2x4 and you can hide.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
amazing. It really is.
Yes.
Well, I've got one last question I'd like to ask you before I say you run away.
Uh-huh.
My last question is I'm going to ask you a hard question. I ask this to everybody. If you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be?
I would be pepperoni with sausage.
Pepperoni with sausage.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good standard pizza right there.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I just would like to say thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Always a pleasure.
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
He is
Always
the
a pleasure.
action man.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. I used to like you when I see you at Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
That was a while back.
Yeah, a long time ago.
That was a while back.
Yeah.
Anyway, to everybody out there, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel on YouTube, Sit with Kit. And as always, share the videos and like them. And Tim likes it when you comment. So please comment. That's all I got for now. Thank you.